Good morning and welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I'm Sarah Joy and thank you for joining me as I journey along with Triple B and E. Right, it's about 7:30 in the morning and I am getting dinner ready and I am going to be making some breakfast. I'm leveraging the little bit of leftover picanha and then I'm gonna make some eggs to go with it. But let me show you what we're gonna have for dinner and how I'm gonna cook it. So the other day I got this beautiful roast. Normally I like to cook them. I like to braise them in the oven. I don't have time for that today. I intended originally to do it on my days off. It just didn't happen. Other things came up and got in the way. So I'm going to put this in my Instapot on the slow cook function for about 8 hours. That way it'll be ready when I come home from work and all I have to do is grab it and eat before I do my walk. So I have the leftover picanha and 4 eggs that I scrambled up in the skillet. This is going to be my breakfast. I have some water with some electrolytes because I am struggling to get my electrolytes in because I don't like the unflavored ones as much. And then I have a bottle of water for work. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. And I have about 45 minutes before I have to. So I'm trying something. I got a nitro cold brew. There's no cream in it, no sweetener. So we'll see how it goes. I may or may not like this. It's okay. I wanted caffeine today, and that means coffee for me. I love tea, but tea does not have the same amount of coffee, so I definitely needed some cold brew. And I chose nitro because it's filtered and it tends to be a little bit more smooth and not as bitter. So I chose that one, and so far so good. So now I'm going to head to work and enjoy my one coffee experience today. I just got home from work and I'm going to have some dinner. This is the roast with some broth and some bacon. I did not eat enough at breakfast. I've been hungry since about 1 o'clock. Not starving, but I am hungry and I'm ready to eat this meal. So I'm going to go enjoy it and I'll check in later. All right, so let's go ahead and make our tea. Since it is the evening time when I am recording, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a fireside vanilla spice. No sweetener in it for me today. This is a caffeine-free tea since it's late and I do want to sleep. And then I'm going to be using my Royal Albert 1970s mug, and this is Poppy Edition. So let's get that tea made. So I just finished recording and editing and uploading Tea Tuesday. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and go watch it. I'm particularly happy with how this episode turned out. I got lots of books and that was fun to talk about. But as I was waiting for things to upload, which is still uploading, I went and I checked my comments on YouTube because I feel like sometimes I don't always have time. I do check at least once a day, but I do try to check several times throughout the day when I can. Well, I released a video Saturday and I released a video Sunday, and Friday. So I had 3 videos in a row that I released. So I wanted to keep on top of the comments. So I wanted to share something funny, and it is just for me to share like just my own mental progress and the leaps and bounds that I have made. So I received what was not a very nice comment on my channel in my vlog about my eating. I was a reference to how huge my portions are, my lack of fiber, and that my gut microbiome is probably an absolute mess and that they just cannot stand to watch this video. So I took a page out of Joe Stoffer's book and used it, and it also really just helped me feel better. It kind of applies the theory of let them, that I'm reading in my new book, The Let Them Theory. And I'll explain more about that in a second. But I made a comment. Joe Stauffer also makes comments on nasty people, as long as they're not too nasty. If they're abusive, he does pull them down, and I probably will too. I haven't gotten any of those yet, so I'm thankful, but I've had some judgmental and not so kind comments. So I responded in a very wonderful way. I said, thank you so much for taking the time to comment on my video and boosting the algorithm. I sincerely appreciate that. And then I said, might I suggest that you do some research into the requirements of fiber for your gut? You may actually be surprised to find that you don't need any. And I said, as to my portions, I eat what fuels my body and has helped me lose 100 plus pounds and counting. Thanks again for taking the time to comment on this video. Have a wonderful day. And it was just one of those things where normally that would have really upset me. I used to take it very personal, and I could still probably take it personal depending on the day that it is, but it was one of those things where I saw that and I kind of had a chuckle. And the let them theory applies to this because it's let them make their nasty comments. I can't control them. I'm not in control of them. I am in control of me and how I respond. And I responded positively and did not let them hurt my feelings or upset me, which, let's face it, that was their goal, was to hurt me and upset me and be cruel and mean to me. And they didn't win because it didn't work. And I responded as joyfully as I possibly could. Was a little snarky. I'm not going to say that I wasn't with the do some research. That was definitely snarky for me. But it wasn't nasty in the way that it was said. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's just an excitement to me and it's a joy to me to know that I am growing as a person and I'm taking control of my life and my mental health, even in the small areas, and I'm not letting others' judgment of me affect me and tear me down. That's a long lesson that I've had to learn, and I know it's a lesson that I will continue to struggle to have to learn and apply in my life daily, because let's face it, we have days where we're more sensitive than others, and today wasn't that day, and I'm very proud of myself for not even thinking for half a second how upset I was that this person made a nasty comment about me, because really it wasn't about me, it was about them. So remember that when you have critics in your life, let them be the critics of you. Don't give them the power. Don't give them the control. You can continue marching on with your day and being the beautiful, amazing person that you are. So let them be nasty. It doesn't matter to you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off for the night, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Monday, December 30th, and it's about 8 o'clock. I have a later shift this morning, so I got to sleep a little extra, which meant I got to stay up a little extra, which I totally took advantage of to read my book. I got up, I got plant chores done. I asked Matt to install some grow lights for me last night. He didn't do it, so I got up and did it this morning. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I told you I bought a bookshelf that for plants was a plant stand that I put books on. It was supposed to have lights and it didn't. Figured out how to get some lights on it, so I'm going to show you guys because it's actually really cool. I know the lighting is not going to be the best right here, but this is the stand that I got. And I put books on the bottom, which I have a space for a little bit more, and then books on the top two shelves. I did that because it made, with the grow lights I got, it made the most sense to use these 4 shelves. I'm going to get close. Can you see the grow light right there? It's peel and stick. It's fantastic. It's this little puck, and you peel the paper off, stick it to your shelf, and there you go. So I have my new Pink Princess Philodendron out here, which she is sprouting some new leaves. This is one of her new leaves, and it's kind of pinky. This one is promising that it's going to have some pink on it. We'll see when it unfolds. So it's doing pretty well, and I'm really excited to have it. I do need to get some leaf shine and do a little bit of cleanup on her in a few days once she's acclimated to her house. It looks like I have another new leaf coming right there, so that's awesome. Then I put, this is supposed to be a pothos, but my gut tells me it's a Philodendron Brazil. I need to get a plant identifier and go from there. But it's sprouting some new leaves. It's got a node that's trying to root right here. I need to get a bobby pin and pin that down so that it can root there as well. Then I went ahead and I pulled Tigger out, and he is out here because he's a nice tall plant, and this is a nice tall place. And then I have one of my 3 Christmas cactus out here. So that is the new plant stand. Since I have the later shift today and I won't get out of work until 6:30, my goal is to make a protein power bowl that's larger, a little bit larger than I would normally make it, and try and have it be my only meal today. I could probably do that because I'm not super hungry right now, but I need to eat because I'm trying to avoid bringing food to work. It just creates a question. People just creates questions. So let's get started on that protein power bowl, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Again, I know it's probably kind of boring seeing what I'm actually eating on BBBE, and today is, I believe, day 5. So the journey is going really well. It's been really easy this time, which is actually kind of scary because I've crashed and burned the other times I've tried, but it's going well. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Okay, let's get breakfast cooked. I have about 45 minutes to go to work, so I'm going to continue reading my book that I'm gobbling up. This is my meal today. Let me tell you exactly what's in here and roughly the protein and stuff like that. It has 10 slices of bacon, 5 steakums, and 6 eggs. This is about 1,700 calories and 110 grams of, or 112 grams of protein and 136 grams of fat. Remember that I am OMADing today. This is my only meal. This is still considered a smaller meal than what I normally eat, and that's fine, but this will keep me full all day long. If you ever choose to OMAD, you need to be eating meals like this. It has to contain your entire day's nutrition inside that one meal. So there's a good example of what an OMAD meal could look like. All right, I will check in with you later when I get home. It was a long day at work. I've been home for a little bit, but I'm going to sit down and I'm going to finish, hopefully, reading that. I'm so close. If I get it done and I open in the next book, I will let you know. I haven't picked the next book yet, but so close. I did do a little schoolwork today, just prepping for next week when I go back. And I have some new ideas for some health vlog videos, so that will be, or health psychology videos. So stay tuned for more on that. Good morning and welcome back. It is Tuesday, December 31st at 7:25. It's been an interesting morning. Let's just say that. All right, first, Tea Tuesday was supposed to premiere at 7 o'clock. I get up and discover it hadn't finished uploading. I didn't pay attention. I thought it was just going to continue uploading, and YouTube did this thing where it just didn't do it. So I had to re-upload it. So Tea Tuesday got delayed. It is what it is. It's still coming out on Tuesday, but it's just not fun. Not what I anticipated. So my original plan was not to eat breakfast, but I now suddenly have time to eat breakfast, which is fine. I'm going to have a smaller breakfast. I'm still not like super hungry, but I won't get to eat dinner till like 5, 6 o'clock tonight. So I know I want to eat something. So we'll cook that in a minute. But I did finish a book. I really enjoyed it. You'll have to check next week's episode of Tea Tuesday for more of my thoughts. But I have a dilemma, and I think I've picked it. I got a new book that I ordered. It just released last week. and I'm really excited about it. But I also am really excited about this. So I may have to go get wrapping paper and start wrapping some more books and just throw them in, because it has been so much fun to pick a book and unwrap a book. So I am going to unwrap this book and see what my next read is. And of course it's like taped on the side. I just remembered I got to mail stuff to people too. All right, so let's go ahead and open her. I think I know what this one could be. See if I'm right. I was wrong, but I'm super excited to read this one. So I think I made the choice. This is a good choice. This is another dark romance. It is supposed to make you cry, and I can't wait to read it. So I am looking forward to starting this one later. I do know this couple gets captured, and it's their story of everything and how they're thrown together. And it's 321 pages, so it shouldn't take me really long. I do like that there's a playlist in here. Awesome. Super excited. All right, yes, definitely gonna have to get more wrapping paper and wrap some of my new books so that they can get in with the old books. And I might just go through and just keep buying paper until I wrap all the ones I haven't read, minus series, but I will wrap the next, either the first or the next in a series. If I started a series, I can wrap the next one. That is a good way to just inspire me to read it. I think a lot of my problem is I have so many books and I want to read them all at the same time. And sometimes that leads to choice paralysis. So wrapping them has been so much fun, and it's a great way just to pick a book without a lot of choices. And I'm really, really enjoying that. So it is definitely helping me get through my TBR, because here it is, the end of December, and I've already unwrapped 3. Really, really happy with that. All right, well, let's go ahead and make some breakfast, and then I am going to grab some coffee today because it just helps with mental focus on workday. I can avoid the caffeine when I'm not working, but when I'm working, I definitely need it. So let's get started. All right, here's my breakfast for day 6. It's 5 eggs and 5 slices of bacon that I just scrambled together because it was easy and quick. Before I eat my breakfast, I just wanted to just cover how day 6 or the 6 days have been going. They have been going really well. My clothes are starting to feel a little bit looser, but that just could be me. The scale is trending down, and I'm happy about that. Once I'm done with the 30 days, I'll give you an update on how much I actually lost. My marker, though, is going to be before triple B&E. I think I might do from the 19th, but we'll see. I've been weighing every day, so I can do it from day 1. But yeah, that is going well. What am I struggling with? Getting in enough water and electrolytes. That is a constant battle for me, but I'm still working towards it. All right, so I will check in this evening when I get home from work. I've got some errands to do and things like that. So I will check in just a little bit. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast. All right, it's been a very busy day. I did get off work early. It is now 5:15. I've been off work since 2:30. I had to run and go and pick up some books. I'm super excited about the new books I picked up a new nonfiction. I do read some nonfiction, but it really has to appeal to me in order for me to read it. I just don't randomly read nonfiction. I'm more of a fiction type of girly. So I'm super excited about that. A live stream starting in 45 minutes. I still have to cook my dinner, and I have a grocery haul to show you. So let's show you these groceries, and then I'm gonna cook my dinner because I'm starving. It's not a big grocery haul. I went to Publix and Aldi, so we had to get some eggs. I got those from Publix. Publix also had a prime rib that was in the price range that I wanted to. Of course, it wasn't on sale anymore, but I still grabbed it because it looked beautiful and I wanted it. Then at Aldi, I got the 2 candles. I got a couple ribeyes, and then I got 2 of this carne piccata. I am going to make one of those for dinner for me tonight. The rest of the items came from Publix as well. I got a snake plant, and I'm really excited. I wanted that one because I have a spot for it, and it's going to be in low light, and I'm missing the leaf. Broke. Oh, that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Then Matt needed coffee. I got some tea, some heavy cream. They were out of all the big ones, so hopefully that's enough for him for a week. And then I got hot dogs. So not a very big one. We'll probably cook the prime rib tomorrow on New Year's, so I'm excited about that. Well, there is my dinner. This is about 1.5 pounds of beef. I will probably eat all of this because I'm pretty hungry and it'll tide me over. I find 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of meat a day is about the right amount for me, and then I usually eat 6 eggs along with that. I've been pretty consistent about that being pretty close, and then there's usually a little bit of bacon too. Yesterday I did not eat enough, and I ate breakfast this morning, but I am definitely hungry by tonight. My body's telling me you need a good meal, and this looks amazing. All right, I will check in later. While I'm sitting at my desk, I just finished editing a video for tomorrow. I still have to save it and upload it, but I wanted to stop and pause because once it's saving, I'm going to start reading this book. This is the book that I opened up, I believe it was this morning. It's been a busy day. And I'm really excited to start this one. It's highly rated. It's dark romance. It's they're kind of sort of enemies to lovers in a sense, but they get kidnapped, so they don't like each other, and they both get kidnapped, and it's their story on how they cope and survive through that. So I'm excited to start that. And then I did finish chapter 2 in here. I need to read chapter 3. There's 20 chapters, so I want this to go pretty quickly. It is marked as book number 3 for me. I probably should not have filled this in my journal until I was done with it, because it is going to take me quite some time, but it's okay. Live and learn. So I did fill in a new square on my bingo. This one is for still beating. It says has been on your TBR for a long time. So it has. I was actually supposed to cover it for a title that starts with the letter of your first name, but that's okay because it has been on my TBR for a long time, so it counts for that. And then I just have to finish filling in my book journal. It's been a pretty good day. Like I said, I got off early. I was hungry at dinner. I'm still feeling hungry, so I might actually go get a couple tablespoons of butter. You won't see that if I do it. I don't do it often, but I am definitely still feeling hungry, which is quite surprising because I ate all 1.5 pounds of that carne piccata, and it was delicious. But like I said, I've been eating a little less the past couple days, so I think that's part of, I just felt like I was hungry and needed more, but I think just a little bit more fat will tide me over until breakfast, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to finish editing my video and just winding down for the day. So happy New Year to you all, because it is New Year's Eve for me, and I'm excited for my goals in 2025. Share your goals down below. I'd love to hear them. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you would like to help support the channel, there's a link to buy me a coffee down below. And I will chat again with you guys soon. Have a wonderful and joyful evening. Bye for now. Happy New Year! It is January 1st of 2025. It's about 7:35 in the morning. We're getting ready to get in the car. We're going to go run and pick up some Dutch Brothers because I got a lot to do today. I need some caffeine to fuel me. And fun things planned. We're going to make a prime rib tonight. And then we got to run an errand because other than that, it's mostly cleanings and homework and hopefully some reading for me. So I will check in soon. We just got back with going to Walmart, which I hardly ever go to because it's always so busy and there's so much noise. But they have neurodiverse hours in the morning. They've extended them. So because we were able to get in there so early, there was no music. I was able just to look around and shop. It was a wonderful experience. So we got some things that we needed and I got some things I wanted. I got another plant. This one is a Monstera Galaxy, so I'm super excited. They had a nice big Monstera and I knew where I wanted to put it, but they were at the point where they needed support and this one's going to need support too. But this one, I don't know. I just wasn't convinced that I wanted the giant one at the moment. And then I got a new book. So yeah, I've bought lots of books lately. It's probably too many books. And then we got something for breakfast. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started on cooking our breakfast. We're going to have, I got some stir-fry beef. We're going to cook that up and we're going to have that and some eggs. And then I've got plant chores and cleaning chores and homework and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know how much you'll see. Plus I've got to do my squats and I've got to try to do a walk today. But the walk may end up being up at the gym this evening. We'll see. And I've got to do my schedule for the rest of this week and next week and just figure out where I can put in the walking. I'm not so concerned about the squats because I can do those in the house. I don't have to plan a time. They don't take that long. Even towards the end of the challenge, it's not going to take that long, but we'll see. So I'm going to get my plant watered and sprayed for pests, and then we're going to start breakfast. Right, so here's my breakfast. I have that stir-fry beef under there and 4 medium-sized eggs. I didn't realize they were medium eggs, but that's all right. And then I've got water in my cup with some salty electrolytes. And now I'm going to go eat this and then get on with my rest of my plant chores. I got a couple plants I got to repot. I have 2 plants to repot today. I need to repot Benny. Because the person who I bought them from did not put screens right here and the soil is just falling out every single time I water it and I'm getting annoyed with it. So I'm going to repot Benny into a different pot. I'll probably clean and save this one. And then I also have Freud, my Dieffenbachia Freud, that needs a repot desperately, and some cleanup. It's losing some leaves down here at the bottom, and that's the oldest leaves are at the bottom, but also I think it's a lack of light towards the bottom. And this baby is pretty root bound at this point. So we're going to do a pot increase on that, and I'm just going to set this into fast forward, and you'll just watch me take care of my plants. All right, I got my 2 plants repotted. The next thing I need to do is I need to go fertilize my bonsai and my other plants. I do that at the first of every month. Yeah, because I use a slow release fertilizer, so it just gets done once a month. And then I'm gonna start cleaning, get the kitchen done. I gotta get the bathroom done, stuff like that. And there's just junk everywhere, and it's really annoying me. All right, it's been a very busy morning. I got the shower scrubbed, things like that, got Ghost a bath. I'm still wet from Ghost bath. Now I'm wrapping books, and Matt put up my new 60-inch bookshelf. So it's not got all the books that are gonna go on it yet, but it's a start, and it looks really good, so I'm gonna show you. All right, so it's right above our bed. So I have a plant, and I have some books that I'm wrapping, and then I've got Matt's little 3D Forge thing that he printed to go in between my books and Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. So pretty cool. And then don't mind my bed. I'm washing the sheets, and I'm using it to wrap up like 60 something more books. All right, I'm going to sit down and well, I'm not sitting, I'm standing. I am going to go share this. I just got out of the shower a little bit ago because I was sopping wet after dealing with Ghost. But yeah, I just had my first coaching session. So with a client who happens to be a friend, and I'm very excited. I think I'm excited for him to start on this journey, and I think he's going to do it amazing, and he is determined to change his life, and I'm so proud of him and so excited for him. But it is also totally exciting and amazing to be in the spot where I'm at and be in the position that I can help somebody change their lives. I can be that support system. I can't even describe just the amazingness of what I'm even feeling right now. And it's really not about me. But I can't even describe it. It is just absolutely fantastic. I have wanted to be in this position for a while in my life, and I saw an opportunity, and I seized it with my education, and I've seized it with a friend where I knew I was in a position that I could help them, and I could be that voice of reason. I knew I could be that support system. I knew that I could help him get into community and things like that. And honestly, I'm just tickled pink to be able to see his journey and see how his life changes and see the changes that he's going through and help him meet his goals and all his successes. It's just absolutely amazing. So I am over the moon about that. But now I need to go do some homework and drink some water and prepare for the next health vlog video, which I'm very excited about that series too. 2025 is starting off exactly the way that I would love to. I am in a whole new position that I really, really like, and I'm excited to see where the future takes me this year and see how I can realize the rest of my goals. But dinner is in the oven. We are having salt-crusted prime rib. I have no idea when it's going to be done. Oh, in 4 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to go knock out some homework and some more laundry, and we will chat again soon. It is 3 o'clock and today is zooming right along. I can't believe how fast the day is going. I still got to do a walk, still got to do my squats, still got to do homework, still got an edited video, and still need to start on one of my goals. I bought this last year and I didn't get very far. So we're going to do this right now. And I made another goal for myself. In light of the fact that I have a coaching client, I've picked like 8 books, I think, that are all coaching. So I'm going to get one book a month and try to make it through that book in a month. It will affect my fun reading, of course, but it is definitely time to really invest in myself and gain the skills. I have them. I have the knowledge. I mean, I have a 4-year psych degree and I'm working on a master's degree. So I am definitely in a position where I can do the health coaching and things like that. And I don't want to start too much before I finish my program. Maybe, I mean, that could all change. It really could. One thing to know about health coaching is, yes, you can become a certified health coach, but there is, he wants all my attention, as you can see, and he's still wet from his bed. Of course, you're going to fall off, dude. Back up. Back up. Back up. Hopefully he'll stop shaking this. All right. Anyway, so there is no requirements for being a health coach currently. This could change, but anybody can be a health coach without any education. Is it smart to do it without any education? No. Would I say that I have 0 education? That is also a no. But let's go ahead and I'm going to put my headphones on, put some music on, and we're going to get into my January requirements for reading the Bible. And I can't remember, I think it just goes, literally you just read from start to finish. I think that's the way it goes. I don't think it's skipping you around anywhere or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just looking through it. So let's go ahead and get our Bible read and make that the goal. All right, let's get started. Bit of my Bible reading got done, and then I am starting on research for the next health psychology video, which you will see after this one. This one's coming out on Friday, and you will see that next one in Saturday. This is one of the textbooks that I am using to gather information and research. It's not the only resource I'm using. I am using several. Don't want to show too much in this clip of what I'm planning, just because I'm saving that for that video. So I did do a little bit of filming for that, just so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, and I have ordered a coaching book, and I'll be ordering several more. And my goal is to hopefully get through one book a month that is related to my health journey, coaching, or health psychology in general, or something that can be used into my career and can help keep me like moving in the right direction and learning and growing as an individual in my chosen career, and start implementing that. Because as I mentioned, to do a health coaching, which is my ultimate goal, I don't have to have any kind of certifications or licensures or anything like that. But I do want to make sure that my practice is grounded in theory and research and all those things. So that is a benefit of taking a master's program and just being a person who likes to read and research in any way. Well, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to get some water because I am very thirsty, which means I am dehydrated. This guy wants all of my attention, and I think we have like an hour and a half left before the prime rib is done. So I want to try and get um, some the rest of this research done and get some homework done as well. I'm trying to be prepared and get dude off. Get I want, I'm technically on break this week from school, but I kind of want to get a week ahead. So if I'm a week ahead, that means I'll still submit all my stuff on time, but that'll give me 2 weeks to do my final paper, which is long. And I want to make sure that I can devote as much attention to it as possible because it's a critical paper, not just for my grade. And that's how I'm looking at this program. These are critical assignments, not just for the grade. This is my life. This is my career. This is what I'm choosing to do. So I need to absorb all the information and apply it. And that is what this master's program is really about. It's not necessarily about learning material. That's there, but that's not the focus. All right. Well, my dog is giving me really sad eyes right now. So I'm going to go get water and then I'm going to continue on my research for the video because I will be recording that tomorrow. So yeah, and then I'll show you dinner and I will take you along when we accomplish our walk because I am not letting this year start without me going for a good walk. It's going to be up on the treadmill, but it is what it is. I'll put on a book, an audiobook, and I'm just going to walk and get it done. And I have no idea what my goal is going to be for if I'm going to do 3 miles or 4 miles. I'm kind of leaning towards 4 miles so that I can take at least a day off, but we'll see. All right, I will check in soon. So I'm getting ready to get up and go pull the prime rib out of the oven. It's got like 3 minutes at this point, and it's got to rest for 30 minutes. But it's been a productive hour and a half. I got my next health vlog or my health psychology series planned out and done the research, and it led to a side. Well, before Go started barking, what I was getting ready to say was it's kind of that video or that prep planned led to another video idea. So that is, this series is growing and I'm excited about it, but I'm also like nervous about the time commitment that goes with it. But I think it's needed. So I'm definitely going to keep going with this line of thinking, with helping people, start thinking about their health, how to start changing their health and using tools and things like that to help change the mental aspect of it. I know this is something that is not always out there. And I know that it's something that I can bring a unique perspective to, and I'm excited. So I love the feedback that you guys have given me on it, and I hope that you will continue to enjoy it because I am definitely passionate about it. So let's go pull the prime rib. Right, so I just pulled our salt-crusted prime rib out of the oven. It's been roasting for about 4.5 hours at 210 degrees, and as you can see, I crusted it in salt. This salt will be coming off, and I'm really excited to eat this, but it has got to rest for like 36 minutes. So I will check back in when it's time to start cutting this lovely prime rib. So the prime rib is done, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to break the salt off. as best as we can anyway. All right, now we're gonna slice it, and I think I might put it in the air fryer for a tiny bit just to sear it. All right, I started the air fryer. Before we cut it, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sear it in the air fryer because, well, you could eat it like that, but I want a nice char on the fat. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna cut it and eat dinner. And then I have a premiere. I have to exercise and do my squats. And I don't know that homework is getting done today. I'll just have to work real hard to get some done tomorrow. It didn't fit in the air fryer. But we could put our slices in there, I guess. All right, we're gonna slice it and get dinner going because it's almost premiere time for our Joyful Log Part 1. Well, here is my dinner. It's quite big. Don't know if I'll eat all that. Probably will because I'm pretty hungry. And this is the bone, and I will be gnawing on that for sure. And I am going to go do a premiere, and then I'll check back in when I exercise. All right, well, day 7 is officially in the books of the Triple BBBE Challenge, and I completed 3.2 miles on the treadmill. Feel pretty good. It was tougher than I wanted it to be, but that's just because I haven't been active recently. But we're getting back to it, and I will see you guys tomorrow for week 2 of Triple BBBE. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to follow along with my journey, that's the best way to get the notifications of every video that I upload. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful and joyful day. Bye for now.